In this video, we talk about one of my favorite topics. Should I build personal brand or should I build company brand? Well, hey, Chris, welcome to Mentored. Why don't you tell me where you are and what's your business question?
G'day, Wes. My name's Chris Carlin. I am based in Geelong. I'm the founder, financial planner, and mortgage broker at Master Your Money Now. And my question to you is, I'd just love to get your thoughts on whether it's more important to build a personal brand or a company brand. Because I get the feeling that in the short term, a personal brand would be sufficient, but in the long term, a corporate brand would be superior, especially when it comes time to sell the business.
Very good question. I don't think that there's one over the other. I understand your thoughts around the short term of a personal brand, long term corporate brand. I think that that's, in some respects, the easy way out. I think that the best answer is it's both.
Yep.
It's so, and maybe even refine that a little bit by saying it's always a personal brand and sometimes a corporate brand. But I think the thing that we've got to get ahead on is both. Here's the reason why I say that. Once you've got the attention, you can put it to whatever you like, right?
True.
So once you've got personal brand and you've got eyes on you and attention and people are brought into your message for the world, you can then divert that attention to any business, any opportunity, anything that you want. So, right. So take, for example, Donald Trump. He gets the attention of a businessman and he uses it for politics. Right. Once you've got the attention, then you can channel it to wherever you want to go. And, there's a reason why it's called Facebook and not company book, right? Because it's about humans relating with humans. I think one of the most successful people in this game of getting attention and driving it to different things is the comedian Kevin Hart, right? Like he's, I don't know where he's sitting at, 100 and something million followers on Instagram and things like that. But what he does, right? So he's an African-American comedian that's like 4'0", right? But in my opinion, hilarious, right? In many cases, not always, but in many cases, I find it hilarious. But if you look at if you study what he's doing, like he's got an energy drink brand, he's got a rowing machine brand, he's got a clothing brand for fitness, let alone the movies, his production studio. So once he's got the attention of 100 and something million followers on Instagram, he then goes, hey, there's a drink, right, that needs a helping hand. Give me 30% of the company and I'll drive global sales. And then he goes to a rowing machine and says, right, I'll go into business with you. I'll blow it. So we know him for one thing, but he's able to take that one thing and make it whatever he wants. So coming back to you, sure, if your business is a saleable entity, then it should have its own corporate brand. For sure, because that's got goodwill, it's got social capital, it's got value when you come to sell. But if you only build a corporate brand and then you sell that, what's Chris going to do next? He's got to start from scratch. Whereas if Chris has a profile and the company has a profile, he sells the company and then Chris has already got eyes on him to be able to go, this is what I'm doing next. And I'll tell you how it played out for me. And this is pre-social media. In 2000, from 99 to 2003, I was living back in London. I built a couple of window cleaning businesses and sold them. I came back here. I didn't really know what to do. Started a window cleaning business, but it's different in Australia. It's hot, so it's not that much fun, right? And so I started moving into different kind of businesses, looking at people's technologies and phone accounts. But I realized I've got no database, no audience here in Australia. So in 2003, I started going to every networking event I could find on the Gold Coast, right? Remember, this is pre-social. And so I went to all of the BNIs, the chambers of commerce, the industry drinks. Like I went to everything. I was everywhere. And so I used that for the business that I was in. And I had all these connections, and I had the old Rolodex with all the business cards in them. I had connections with people.
Yep.
Now I sold that first business, the business that put me in connection with all those people. I sold that 18 months later and started a systems company where we took businesses, helped them systemize and use technology. And I took that business into 5 countries around the world and sold it. And then I started a business coaching practice. The same network, the same audience that I already had came with me on that business. Then they came with me on that business. And then they came with me on that business. Why? Because I had connection and they trusted me because I built personal brand before it ever became a photo on social media. Once you've got the attention, you can put it to whatever you like. These
Okay.
days, right, I built the attention as a business coaching company. Now I'm involved in other things. I go to those pockets of my audience and go, you might be interested in this. And it gets instant lift.
Yep.
So that's what I'd be saying for you. I'll be saying, in your case, you've got to build both. But I think if you can start with your personal brand, it's always personal brand. Then the trickle down effect of the personal brand will build your corporate brand and anything else you want to put your name to. I mean, the Kardashians are the poster family for personal brand. I couldn't stand 3 seconds of watching their show, but in terms of like what they've been able to build and getting attention and driving it to the things that they want to drive it to, they've done an excellent job of that. So, and I would say to you, just as this is a question you didn't ask, but it's never been easier to build personal brand than it is today. As long as you've got a smartphone, or even if you've got an Android, right, you can put out content continually through social media channels. You don't need a production company. I mean, you can get cameras and lights and build a studio, but you don't have to. You can literally just start putting content out through here and get personal brand. It's the barrier to entry for personal brand is so low now. Now it's talent that decides whether people follow you, right? And so you just get good at it, and then you'll have the attention.
Yeah, exactly right. Although I'm a big fan of my Android, so I definitely want to hang on to that one. But that's very good.
That's okay. We have a deliverance ministry too, where we can put you through there. Just kidding. Hey, Chris, before you go, what are some handles that people can find you on?
So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram at Master Your Money Now, and you can also find me on LinkedIn under my personal name, Chris Carlin, and also go to my website, masteryourmoneynow.com.au, or our sister site, masteryourmortgagenow.com.au.
It's been great hanging out with you. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Wes.
Hey, if you've got a business question and would you like to be on this show, simply go to this URL, fill in the details, and one of my team will get back to you real soon.